Hello friends, this is the part 2 of SBI clerk prelims previous year questions. So let us discuss each question. Our first question is to find the wrong term from the series. So the series given to us is a 64, 100, 134, 161, 180 and 189. So when we take the difference between the numbers, we can find that in the second difference, we get it in the form of 2's multiple 4 minus 4 minus 6 minus 8 minus 10. But this series occurs only when the number 100 is changed to 101. So from that we can say that the error or the mistake or the wrong term is 100. When you find the difference of each term, you get numbers in a way different pattern. So when you use 101 in place of 100, you get the pattern in the second difference as 4 6 8 10 12 as follows. So let us go to the second question. Second question is also to find a wrong term. We have the series 12 25 50 150 600 and 3000. This series is actually easy to find. You can just find by using your common sense, because all these numbers are in the multiple of 5 except for 12. So you can either consider that, or you can consider the steps that are given below. So 25 into 1 gives you 25, 25 into 2 gives you 50, 50 into 3 gives you 150, and 150 into 4 gives you 600, and 600 into 5 gives you 3000. So the wrong term is 12, because there is no relation between 12 and the rest of the numbers. So our wrong number is 12. Next series is 145, 168, 197, 224, 252 and 288. So in this series, the pattern that it follows is the squares of the number plus 1 or the squares of the number minus 1. So 145 is nearly to the square of 12, right? So 12 square plus 1, you get 145. Then 13 square is minus with 1, then you get the second number 168. Similarly, the pattern follows. When it comes to 16 square plus 1, it should have been 257, but the number that is given in the series is 252. So hence the wrong number is 252. Next is also a wrong term finding. So the series given is 100, 91, 81, 70, 60 and 45. So in this series what happens is 100 minus 9 you get 91. 91 minus 10 you get 81. 81 minus 11 you get 70. So you reduce, like you minus a number from that, and the next number is either you add 1 or you reduce 1, right? So when you add one number you can reduce it, right? So 100 minus 9 gives you 91. 91 minus 10 gives you 81. 81 minus 11 gives you 70. 70 minus 12 gives you 58, but the number that is given in the series is 60, which is the wrong number. These types of questions are actually very easy to find, but only you need to know what pattern comes, or you just need to find either the difference or the multiplication, or you have to multiply and add to it or subtract to it. So you just need to know the common things that are done. Next question is also a wrong number finding, which the series given is 98, 128, 162, 2000, sorry, 200, 242 and 266. In this series it is just the addition of squares of particular numbers. So we have a 7 square plus 7 square, which is 98. 49 plus 49, 98. Then we have 64 plus 64, 128. Then 81 plus 81, 162. 100 plus 100, 200. 121 plus 121, 242. And the last one, it should have been 144 plus 144, which gives you 288. But the number here is 266, which is the wrong number. Here again, just when you get one pattern, and that patterns keep repeating in each number, you can find which is the wrong number very easily. Next is a word problem. The ratio of the perimeter to the length of a rectangle is 3:1. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 108 centimeters, then find the ratio of breadth of the rectangle to the perimeter of the rectangle. So let us consider the length of the rectangle to be L and the breadth to be B. So according to our question, we know that what is the formula for perimeter? twice length plus breadth. That is the formula for perimeter. So 2 times length plus breadth is to length, that is the perimeter of the rectangle is to the length is 3 is to 1 is given. So 2 times L plus B is to L, which is equal to 3 is to 1. Now when you divide it like 2 length plus breadth divided by length, which is equal to 3 by 1, you get 2 times L plus 2 times B is equal to 3 times L. When you just cross multiply it, you get you get this value. So 2 times B is equal to L. So you know that length is twice the breadth. So length by breadth is 2 by 1. So we have the ratio of length and breadth, that is 2 is to 1. Now if length is 2k, our breadth is k, because we already found out that, right? 2 times breadth is equal to length. So our length is 2k, then our breadth will be k. So 2 into 2k plus k, which is the formula for perimeter. 2 times length plus breadth. We know what the perimeter of the rectangle is, 108. So 3k is equal to 54 when you cancel, because you can cancel 2 and 108, right? So 3k is equal to 54 and we get the value of k as 18. So what was k? What did we assume k as? Our breadth. So breadth is equal to 18. So breadth is length is twice the breadth, right? So our length will be 36. Now what we need to find is the ratio of breadth of the rectangle to the perimeter. So breadth is to perimeter we need. We already know perimeter 108 and now we got the breadth as 18. So 18 is to 108, which is equal to 1 is to 6. Next question. Priya started a business with an investment of rupees 57,000 and after 6 months Sony joined her in investing rupees 95,000. If the profit at the end of the year is rupees 22,000, then what is the profit share of Sony? So we know the amount invested by Priya, that is 57,000, and the amount invested by Sony is 95,000, and we also are given the total profit as 22,000. Now to calculate that, we can convert it into ratio form, right? So 57,000 Priya invested in the business, that is for 1 year, because it is not said that Priya leaves the business or anything, nothing is given like that. So we can assume that 57,000, it's not an assumption, it is like that. 57,000 is for 12 months. So 57,000 into 12 is to Sony's investment is 95,000, but that is after 6 months of starting the business. So Priya started the business and after 6 months of her starting the business, Sony joins. So 95,000 into 6, that means Sony was there only for 6 months. So after canceling it, we get 6 is to 5 as the ratio. So now we need to find the amount of profit share of Sony. So how will we find that? That is the total profit divided by the total investment ratio into Sony's investment. We already know what the total profit is, that is 22,000, which is given in the question. Total investment ratio, we found the investment ratio as 6 is to 5. To find the total of that, it is 6 plus 5, which is equal to 11, that is given over here. This 11 is nothing but 6 plus 5. Okay, into 5 is what Sony's investment, because this ratio is in the form Priya is to Sony, right? So we know that Sony's investment is 5. So we have 22,000 divided by 11 into 5, which is 2,000 into 5, and we get the final answer as 10,000. So the amount of profit that Sony got or Sony received is 10,000. Next question. A man can row at a speed of 6 kilometers per hour in still water, and the speed of the stream is 2 kilometers per hour. If the time difference between upstream and downstream journey of the man is 40 minutes, then find the distance. Now here we need to know a certain formula to solve this problem. We know that the time downstream is distance by A plus B. Since it is downstream, it is A plus B, and for time upstream, it is distance divided by B minus A, which is upstream case. So TD means the time taken for downstream journey. TU means the total time taken for upstream journey. D is the distance that is covered. D is common in both the cases, same distance, right? So S is the speed of the stream and B is the speed of the boat. The concept that we use is, while going downstream, the effective speed of the boat becomes B plus S. So when it comes to downstream, it is B plus S. When it comes to upstream, the effective speed will be B minus S. Okay, this is what you need to remember. We know that distance is considered as D here. So the total distance will be, that is the total distance downstream. For downstream it is, for the total distance downstream it is D divided by 6 plus 2. Okay, 6 is what the speed of speed at which the man can row in still water. So 6 plus 2. Similarly, upstream time will, total time will be distance divided by 6 minus 2. Okay, so D by 4 minus D by 8 is equal to 40 by 60. This is actually given in the question, that if the time difference between the upstream and the downstream journey. Now you understand why I took the upstream first and then downstream, right? So the difference between upstream and downstream it is given. So first we need to consider upstream. So this is taken here first and this is taken here second. So the D by 4 minus D by 8 is equal to 40 minutes it is said. So we need to convert into hours. So we divided by 60. So D into 1 by 8 is equal to 2 by 3. So we get the distance as 16 by 3 kilometers, and our final answer as per the option will be 16 by 3, or if it is in decimal form, then convert it into decimal and write or mark the answer. Next question. In a hotel, there are 10 staff members. Their average weight is 50 kilograms. When one of the staff member leaves the hotel, the average weight becomes 49 kg. If one new staff member joins, the average weight becomes 52 kg. Find the difference between the weight of the staff member who left the hotel and the one who joined the hotel. So here basically first you need to understand the question. In a hotel there are 10 staff members. So the average weight means all these 10 people's average weight is 50 kg. So from this 10 people, one person leaves the hotel, then the average weight becomes 49 kg. And if a new member joins, then the average weight becomes 52 kg. So we need to find the difference between the one who left and the one who joined. This is basically what the question is. It's like a story format question. So now let's solve the question. We know that the total weight of the of all the members of the hotel is 10 into 50, because we know it is the average weight, right? So one person will be of 50 kg, so 10 will be 10 people will be into 50, right? So 500 kg of all these 10 people. So correct answer for the weight of 10 people is 500. It's not 50. 50 is only the average that is given. So 100 into 50 will be 500 kg. So all these 10 staff members total are of 500 kg. Now when one person leaves, the total remaining staff will be 900, right? Sorry, the total remaining staff will be 9, right? So we have 9 staffs remaining. This 9 staffs, their average weight is 49. So 9 into 49 will be 441. This is the average weight of 9 people. 49 is the average weight of 9 staffs. So each like the total weight of 9 people will be 441. So we can find the weight of the living member, right? So we know initially the weight was 500, then it reduced to 441. So we can find the living person's weight as 59 kg, that is 500 minus 441. Now when a new member joins, again the total persons or the total staff becomes 10, right? So 10 into average weight, it is said to be 52. So 10 into 52, 520. So when a person joins, it becomes 520. So we can also find the weight of the new person, right? So when there was 9 members, it was only 441. And when a new member joined, it became 520. So 520 minus 441, the new member is 79 kg. So in order to find the difference between the new member and the previous member, it is this 79 minus with this 59. So 79 minus 59, we get 20 kg. Next question. The ratio of milk and water in a mixture of 48 liters is 3 is to 1. 10 liters of the mixture is taken out from the mixture and then 20 liters of water is added to the mixture. Find the final difference between milk and water. So we have a ratio of milk and water. There is total mixture of 48 liters, and in that milk is to water is 3 is to 1. 10 liters from that entire mixture, 10 liters is taken out and then 20 liters of water is added. It is said that 10 liters of mixture is taken out and 20 liters of water is added. So we need to find the difference between milk and water. The concept used in this question is the ratio of milk and water taken out from the mixture will be the same because it is the an amount from the mixture that is taken out. There is no change in the ratio. When 10 liters of the mixture is taken out, the ratio remains the same. There is no difference in 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1 remains the same. Now let us assume the quantity of milk is 3x and the quantity of water is x, because the ratio is given as 3 is to 1, right? So let us assume that quantity of milk is 3x and the quantity of water is x. Now to find the quantity of milk, only milk, 3x and x, right? It is 3 is to 1, so total it is said to be 4. 3 is to 1, so total will be 4. So quantity of milk will be 3x divided by 4x into 48 liters, because total is 48. From that 48, 3 by 4, so 3x by 4x is actually the quantity of milk. So we get 36 liters of milk. So there is 36 liters of milk in that mixture. Then we need to find the quantity of water in the mixture. To find the quantity of water, we can directly find out. We have 48 liters of total mixture. From that 36 liters is milk we found out. So we can find the quantity of water as 12 liters. So we got the quantity of milk and we got the quantity of water. Now there is 10 liters that is taken out from the mixture, right? So 10 liters of both milk as well as water is taken out. So we need to equally find out how much milk and how much water is taken out. So in order to find quantity of milk that is taken out from the mixture, 10 liters was taken out, right? So 10 into 3 by 4, because total there was 4 and from that 3 parts is of milk. So 10 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 7.5 liters. So 7.5 liters of milk is taken out. Next, to find the amount of the quantity of water that is taken out, it is 10 into 1 by 4, because from that 4 part, 1 part is water. So it is 10 into 1 by 4, which is 2.5 liters. So we came to know that 7.5 liters of milk and 2.5 liters of water is the amount of milk as well as water from the 10 liters that is removed, right? So 10 liter of mixture is removed. From this 10 liters, 7.5 is milk, 2.5 is water. So the new quantity of water in the mixture, we can find, like initially it was 36. From that this 7.5 is removed, so we get 28.5 liters of milk that is actually presently now in the mixture. And the new quantity of water in the mixture will be what? 12 liters initially. From that 2.5 is removed, so we have 9.5. So our new ratio becomes 28.5 is to 29.5. From where did this 29.5 come? Because in the question is given that 20 liters of water is added. So in that 9.5 we have to add another 20 liters, because 20 liters of water is added. So we have the new water quantity as 28.5 and we got the new quantity of milk as 9.5. But it is another condition is given in the question that 20 liters of water is added. So the ratio becomes 28.5 is to 9.5 plus 20 liters of water. So the ratio now becomes 28.5 is to 29.5. So our difference will be 1. So the final difference between milk and water is 1. So our answer is 1, because 29.5 minus 28.5. So we get the answer is 1. Next question. A sum is lent at simple interest of 7% per annum. If at the end of 3 years the amount received is rupees 4,840, find the sum lent. So we need to find the sum that is lent, right? Let sum that is lent be rupees A. So we know that 4,840 is what the amount received is. So that 4,840 minus the amount equal to A into 7 into 3 by 100. For this, you need to know the formula of simple interest. The formula for simple interest is what? PNR by 100, right? This is the formula for simple interest. How do we get the simple interest? How can we find the amount of simple interest? Amount that is received minus the sum you get, say the amount over here. So we have 4,840 minus A equal to the sum that is lent A into, it is for 7% interest, right? N number of, sorry, it is the R, that is the rate of interest 7 into N is number of years, that is 3 divided by 100. So when you cross multiply that, you get the value of A, that is 4,000. So therefore the sum lent is 4,000. Next question. A dealer purchased a washing machine. He allows a discount of 10% on his marked price and gains rupees 4,000. If he allows a discount of 20% on his marked price and gains rupees 3,000, sorry, 3,300, then find the marked price of the machine. So it is initially a discount of 10%. From the, when he gives a 10% discount, he receives a profit of 4,000. If he gives a discount of 20%, he receives a profit of 3,300. So here when you find, when there is an increment of 10% in the discount of on the marked price, when the marked price is having an increase or value of 10% increase, then how the profit changes from 4,000, it turns into 3,300. So the value or the amount is rupees 700. If there is 100%, then it is 10 into 700, which is equal to 7,000. Hope you understood the concept. It is like the value that is when there is 10% increment, he gets rupees 7,000. So if the entire 100% is given, then how much he will get? 10 into 700, which is 7,000. Next question. A and B can complete a work in 24 days. If A can complete the work in 48 days, then in how many days B alone can complete the work? Here the formula that is used is work is time into efficiency. The simple formula for time and work and time. Okay, so the total days that are required to complete the work by A and B is 24, whereas A alone can complete in 48 days. So when you take the LCM of 48 and 28 days, you get 48 as the total work. LCM is 48, so our total work is 48. Efficiency will be what? 48 divided by 24, which is equal to 2. The 2 is the efficiency of A and B, whereas the efficiency of A alone when the work is 48 is 1. So we know that when A's efficiency is 2, sorry, when A and B's efficiency is 2, total A plus B is efficiency is 2, and from that 1 is A's efficiency, so remaining 1 will be B's efficiency. So it is work by time, work by efficiency, that is 48 divided by 1, which is equal to 48. So B also takes 48 days to complete the work. Hope you understood the problem. Next question. The ratio of present age of A and B is 1:3, and the ratio of present ages of A and C is 2:3. The difference between the present ages of A and C is 2 years. 14 years hence find the sum of ages of A, B and C. This is also a story type of question. So currently the age of A and B is in the ratio of 1:3. A and C is in the ratio 2:3. Present age difference between A and C is of 2 years. 14 years ahead, what will be the sum of A, B and C? Sum of ages of A, B and C. So we know that A and B's ratio is 1:3 and A and C's ratio is 2:3. So when we solve this, here we have A common, so we can make it into a single ratio. For that, what you need to do? We need to make A as same term. So when you need to do that, you just have to multiply here with 2. The entire thing is multiplied by 2, so you get 2 is to 6 is to 3. This is the ratio form that you get when you multiply by 2. Now, difference between the ages of A and C is 2. This is given, right? So here A and C is a 3 and 2. So 3 minus 2, it should be 2 because the value that is said to be given is 2, but the actual difference, the actually it should be 2, but the difference that we get is 1. So 1 is equal to 2 years. So the age of A will be what? 2 into 2. The age of B will be in what? 2 into 6. And the age of C will be 3 into 2, which is 6 years. So we have A's age as 4 years, B's age as 12 years, C's age as 6 years. Now we need to find 14 years hence what will be the sum of their ages. So basically what you need to do, 4 plus 14, 12 plus 14, 6 plus 14. So you get 18, 26 and 20. You just need to add all this and you get the answer as 64. Next question. A train moving at a speed of 36 kilometers per hour crosses a standing man at 10 seconds. Find the time taken by it to cross a platform of 60 meters. So we know the speed of the train, that is 36 kilometers per hour. The time taken to cross a standing man is 10 seconds. Length of the platform is 60 meters. These are the three things that are given in the question. The formula that we are going to use is a simple formula for distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. Our calculation is, we know the speed of the train is 36 kilometers per hour. We need to convert it into meters. To convert it into meters per second, we need to multiply it 5 by 18. So 36 into 5 by 18, this is to convert into meter per second, okay? So 5 by 18, when we multiply it by, we get it as 10 meters per second. 10 meters per second. So then the length of the platform we know is 60 meters. Then length of the train we need to convert. We know the length of the train is 10 into 10. How did that 10 into 10 come? Because this is the 10 and this 10. Both these 10 multiply, we get the length of the train. That is the speed of the train into the time taken to cross a standing man. So we get 100. The length of the platform is 60 meters. So our total length will be length of the train plus length of the platform. Length of the train is 100. Length of the platform is 60. 100 plus 60, 160. Now the time taken to cross the platform is 160 divided by this 10 seconds. So 160 by 10, it is 16 seconds. Hope you understood all these questions.